now that all our settings are in place, we can now set up a campaign. To do this, go to the campaigns menu option here, and then we click the add new campaign button. With the basic version, you can do 3 campaigns at the same time, and with the pro version, you can do unlimited. So we'll click a new campaign, and then we will have some options here. So you can give each campaign a name, and that's just to identify it. Now I like to just give my campaigns the same name as the page I'm going to promote. So in this example, we'll set up promotion for one of my fan pages. Now, all of the fan pages that you've created in Facebook on your Facebook account will be listed here. If you don't see the fan page that you want here, it's probably because it's not on the same account as your app. So whichever Facebook account you created your app on, so that was previously, has to be on the same account as the fan page you want to promote. So all of these fan pages listed here are on the same account that we created our app on before. So I will choose one of these that we will use as an example. So in this one, let's say this Apple News one here. So I'm going to start promoting to this Apple News page. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm just going to call it Apple News. You can give it any name you want, but like I said, I just like to make these match up just so they're easily identifiable. And then we have to do at least 3 different keywords. Sorry, at least 1 keyword up to 3. So I will go Apple for my first keyword. I will say iPhone for my second keyword, and for my third, I will say iPad. So then we just click save. Okay, so that's your campaign now set up. Now, the reason you have to use these 3 different keywords is that determines which pages the plugin will then start engaging with and getting new fans from. So if we now go to the pages screen here, now you see initially it is blank. Now this will be automatically updated by your cron jobs every day. However, as we've just set this up, there will be no data in it yet, so we can do a manual fetch. Now the cron jobs updating this regularly make sure that you've always got an up-to-date page list to engage with. But like I say, just because we've just set it up just now, we will now do the fetch data. So I'll click fetch data, and this is a manual fetch of all the fan pages. It'll take a little while to run. You know, it's going to be returning hundreds of different fan pages here. So I'll just pause the video at this point and return when it's done. Okay, so that's done. You'll know it's done because the page stops loading and we see the done word done appear at the bottom of the page. You'll also notice I'll put some random stuff up here. There can be quite a bit of random stuff up here, but don't worry about it. This is purely just output for the support team. So if anything goes wrong with your plugin, we can take a look at this and we can figure out exactly what's going wrong. So don't worry about any weird things that appear here. That's just the plugin working as intended, and it's just so we can monitor things. If you need to get in contact with us, we can take a look at this and we can diagnose exactly what's going wrong. The important thing is that we see the done word appear here. So once that's done, we can go back to our pages screen here, and then if I just click on this to reload it, we have a list of all the different fan pages related to Apple. You see we've got 241 different pages returned here. Now these are all the active pages related to your keywords. So it'll not return all of the pages on Facebook related to your keywords. It'll only return active ones. So if you don't get very many returned, that's because there aren't many Facebook fan pages that are active and that are related to your keywords. So if you don't get very many returned, you might want to consider introducing some different keywords, maybe some more generic ones. It's probably the case, if you don't have many pages here, that you've got 2 specific keywords and you need to make them a bit more generic. Now that we've got our list of pages, we just need to do one more thing, and we just go to the campaigns page, go back to campaigns, and we turn our campaign on like that. And that is the campaign now working. It will now start promoting automatically to all these pages. It will now be promoting your fan page and getting you fans from all of these pages. So you can just leave it like this if you want, and it will start working. But one thing you may want to do is just check through all these fan pages and suppress ones that aren't relevant. I'll show you what I mean by that. So for example, scrolling down here, I can see I've got lots of things related to Apple, but maybe some of them aren't really relevant to my fan page. My fan page is about Apple news. It's about all things related to iPods, iPhones, that type of thing. So just looking at this one here, and then if we open it up just by right clicking on opening the link, we can see here this Apple Creek Whitetails Ranch isn't at all about Apple. It isn't at all about Apple products. So this is really just going to be a waste of time promoting on this fan page, because we're just not going to get many fans for it. People who go to this Apple Creek Whitetails Ranch page aren't going to be interested in my Apple news fan page. So I will just move this to suppress. And that will, now that that is got suppress as on, that will mean that the plugin no longer promotes this fan page. I might also want to remove some ones that are not in the correct language. So looking at this, it's got some weird symbols here. So if I open it up, I'm guessing this probably isn't in English. That's correct. So again, you know, promoting to this page probably isn't going to get how many good results, because I only want English fans. I only want fans who can read English. So I'm going to put suppress to this one too. So yeah, basically at this point, it's probably a good idea just to go through your list of pages and then just knock any that you don't think are relevant to suppress them. Just click suppresses on.